evening, everyone. Today we're going to complete our series about the store procedure. Last time we talked about the function and we show how we can use the function to promote employees. Today I will show you how to use the function plus the store procedure together in one example for promoting the employees that will help you to understand the idea of both of them more deeply, and it will show you also how we can use both of them for the automation. And let's start. So when we having the store procedure, it will perform an action of update the data. If you remember last time when we used the function, we just defined some criteria, but it not help you really to perform an action on the data. You just select the data. You can use it into creating like cross apply as last time, which was like part of a join, or you can use it for dynamic filter. But I need to apply the logic, right? I need to perform the promotion and add a percentage. Let's say it will be 10%. So I want to give the employee who are eligible, I filter them from my database to multiplication by 110% based on a specific requirement. If every time you need to do the same, it's really very hard manual job for HR uptitle like personal department. So what we will do, we can run the store procedure. Here we will apply our logic and we execute it for promotion and raise. And be careful, you can't use it inside the select statement. You will just use the execute to call it. If you are in a Snowflake, you will use the function call to call it, and you will run the scheduler once per month, or the trigger once per month, or once per week, or once per year, whatever, based on the business requirement to automate the task. So what is the difference between both of them? First, the function, it's not changing the data. You are selecting or you are doing joining, but you are not selecting, but you are not changing the data. On the other side, contrary, store procedure is changing the data. I will take the column that I have now, the current salary, and then I will say another column called salary after promotion, and then I will execute the store procedure and it will implement the logic and will do multiplication, and then you will have a new value in this new column that will help you to have it in place. So function not to change the data, store procedure change the data. Function, you can use it in select. Store procedure, you cannot use it in select. You just call it. You say execute. If you are a Snowflake, you will say call. Both of them are reusable. Of course, this is the hard core idea for using function and store procedure. We do the automation, right, for our like backend, and to do the automation, you need, of course, to reuse the same, and that supports the idea of encapsulation in writing SQL. Be careful when you are using the store procedure, you are manipulating your data, because you could change in the store procedure, you maybe built a new column, but you can also change the current column and say, okay, the new data. And once you do the commit, if you are doing transaction, and if you're not doing a rollback, your data will go and execute in database, and it could be a big problem. Someone will get his salary by mistake, or he will get amazing raise. Uh, you can hear stories about bank when some people find that they have available balance more than what they have, and about sometimes bugs in such cases. So you must be really careful when you are using your store procedure. On function, another way, it's a way more safe. You just select, you just do the filtering. So actually you're not manipulating data. You not do insert, you not do delete, you not do update. And by this way, it's still safe. Let's go to the practical example. It will help you to understand it more. Okay, you can find here that we have the table. It's called employees, same as last time, but we add like little more information that will help us to understand more, because we will use more criteria like years at the company and so on. This data will be available in GitHub. You can see the table down I just selected, and let's directly jump writing the code. First, we will create the function, then we will create the store procedure. So as last time, create, then you will create the function first, okay? Because we need to this time to create both. You will create the function and we will create the store procedure. And as we learned last time, you need to set your parameter. This time we will use minimum years. This will be our condition. So we will set number of minimum years, which is more like it's more really realistic that you sometime can only implement the promotion on a specific number of years for employees who are working for you for 5 years, 6 years. Okay, and then the second one will be the max salary. Same as last time, we select the people with getting a specific salary will be the one eligible for the promotion. Maybe it's because like increasing their salary in the same uh, position could create like troubles for the company, so they want to raise them, give them a raise, make them seniors based on their conditions. So you put the both parameter, minimum years, max salary. You add, of course, the type of the parameter. So first one is integer, second is a decimal because it have like a float. Then you return the table, okay, because we need the table of employees that they will be eligible for the promotion, and then we will take this table and we will use to implement the store procedure on this table. Then we will select, as last time, select all columns, and then from our table, which is like employees, okay, and then we will add here our condition, our dynamic conditions. Let's, for example, make it like years at company, and let's use the salary. Of course, if we create such conditions like years at the company, and what is the second one? We said we will take the salary, of course, because it's half. Then you need to, if you remember, you need how many years, like for example, bigger than or equal. Let's add the minimum years. You take this copy paste because it must be exactly the same. Don't forget the parameter take before add the rate to make sure that it's parameter. Then you take the salary. It's also the same. So we will take the people who are below some certain salary, we want to give them promotion because the inflation rate, let's say that we will use, okay, so we will use a minimum salary for us that below this salary, people should get a promotion to be able to cope with the financial situation. Okay, let's run it. So we already run same as last time. We will run the same equation, but this time we will put 5 years and 70,000 as a minimum. If you run it, you will get all the employees who are more than 5 years, 70,000. Why? Because you said minimum years is 5, so they must be more than 5 years. You see the column here have all more than 5. And you said the maximum salary 70,000. So all people more than 5 years, less than 60,000, 70,000, sorry, we see that they deserve a promotion. Now we need to apply the logic of promotion, so we increase these people's salary to meet the requirement. So let's apply our new logic. So we will apply procedures that will help us, or proc, that will help us to update these employees. A procedure, proc is the same as procedure. You can use the shortcut, which is proc. Then we create procedure. We need to start the procedure as, okay, and then you start by beginning or begin, then you will start by update. You won't update the table, right? It's so easy. It's like really self-explained. Like you will update. And then what we will update, which table we are updating? We are updating table of employees, right? Like we are updating the employees. We want these employees next year when the developer runs this code, it will apply this table. Every time the developer runs this code, it applies a table, or if you automate it by using scheduler or by using tasks in Snowflake, it will run the code, it will update the table. This is the main idea. Don't forget it. So then after we do update, you need to set what value you set. When you're writing a store procedure, you always need to set the values. Like let's call it a variable. So for example, I want to set all the people who are getting promotion to be like seniors. Okay, so I will take title and I want to set the title to be senior. So all people who are meet the criteria that I have, I want them to automatic before getting the promotion to make them a senior. Why? Because I'm giving them promotion, so I will make them senior. So I will do that plus the title. title is like the same. Here you can see you have engineers. So these people, when I want to promote them, I want them to be senior engineer. I want Carl to be a senior engineer, David be a senior salesperson. Okay, so I will set the title to be with concatenation with senior and become a senior person. Then I will put the salary to be salary multiply by, then I will multiply this by 1.1. It means I want to increase it by 1.10. And this is the factor of increment that I will add for them. Okay. Then from which table is that? Okay, it's coming from employees, right? We use only this table. Now comes the magic part. We want to use the function inside the store procedure because we automated, right? And we want to call the function inside because we want to automate the update of the store procedure that reading from function. And in future, if one of our colleague updates the function, it will directly reflect it in a store procedure that is automated by task scheduler or task. And by that way, everything is automated. You see how the flow go? So let's put abbreviation E, okay? And let's add it for salary. We needed to add it also for title because like it's like now it's reading from this table. And then after that, we are getting closer. We will do a inner join, right? Because like same as we discussed last time, that we can use the function in cross apply. So we will use our function that we built, okay, up to do inner join with that, and then we will read both minimum year and max salary same as up, right? And we will call it a promotion here, and then let's call it, we give it abbreviation B because this is like promotion, and then after that we are going to put like on, and then you put like employees, and it should be equal to employees also, and then you need the to boost table. So what we will do is like we will create P, okay, and here it will be E, and then you have post table already joined, okay. And then after it finish, I will just wrote here like print promotion applied successfully using dynamic function. Now we open it at begin, you need to end it, so you write end, okay, and then close it, and then let's run it. So already the procedure run, you can see the procedure, promotion eligible. Now we need to execute the procedure. As we said, it will not be implemented until we call it, like it means we execute it. Then you just go get the name, okay, from up, and then execute the procedure. So we wrote a select statement, putting condition, which is like above 5, and like senior, you can see the titles already all changed for Alice and Carlos that we saw last time, and David became senior salesperson. His salary also increased. Once you did that, the table will not back. So that's why once you commit the procedure, and we will show in next series how to put in transaction, allow you to make a rollback before you do the commit. Otherwise, once your store procedure executed, it's there. It will be so hard to track all these people and return back if especially you have large amount of data in your database. I hope today it gives you more clear understanding for how function and procedure are different. Thank you for your listening. I wish you a good evening.